Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void! Today it's going to be Zanster versus ShoWTimE here on Port Aleksander, the latter edition. Bottom right hand corner, red Protoss player ShoWTimE. He is German and from Arma team. And in the top left it is Storm Gaming's Zanster. He's Swedish, he is blue, and he is Zerg. So Overlord scouting, not drone scouting. Not many players at this level drone scout, but I kind of feel like they should. I know it sets you back a little bit economically, but if you scout a double proxy barracks, it is worth its weight in gold. All right, so PVZ, my favorite matchup in all of StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 as well. Looks like a 16 hatch out of Zanster, just a little bit earlier to thwart the early Protoss probe trying to block it. Block your hatchery. I've started doing this in my PVZs and it works wonders. And let's see if he goes extractor first or pool first. Based on the mineral count, I'm going to say extractor. Yes, extractor into pool. There we go. Into pool there. All right. Sounds fantastic. Well done. Nothing too crazy here from Zanster at all. ShoWTimE is going for the gateway into the expansion here, recognizing he doesn't need a cyber core. This is not a pool first play. He doesn't need extra buildings to wall off, nor an early zealot to deal with early lings. That pool is very far from completion, and ShoWTimE settles into a very familiar routine of going for the second gas, and then the second pylon here after the cybernetics core, and everything is going to be just fine and dandy for the German Protoss player. Now the question is, what do we see here out of ShoWTimE? Protoss usually directs this matchup, depending on how they open. Zerg, however, can do their own stuff. We have seen some weird things recently on the channel, like a two-base swarm host play out of Lambo. We have definitely seen some Mutalisk tech switches attempted here against Protoss that don't open up Stargate, and therefore don't have the Phoenix they would need necessarily to deal with that. But I don't know. I feel like ShoWTimE is just going to play fairly standard here. Go for that Stargate opening. He really doesn't generally vary with anything else here. Although we have seen Robotics Facility from time to time, but nope, that's going to be a Stargate here today, and Zanster is going to be, he's fine with this, honestly. How many times have you seen a Protoss player against you go Stargate first? You know, your timing for those spores is about 4.5 minutes. And throwing the third base down, although this could be a fake out. Nope. Third base does go down. Look at this probe coming back in, recognizing I need to see if there's a base there. A two-basing Zerg is much different from a three-basing Zerg, and very intelligently done. Mr. Probe there from ShoWTimE. ShoWTimE really crosses his T's and dots his I's, man. A lesser player would have come and said, I'm going to assume there's a base there when they got chased out by the Ling, but ShoWTimE's like, I need to know. I got to know if the investment was made into a third base, because a two-basing Zerg is going to show up with a bunch of roaches and ravagers, or maybe some swarm hosts if they're crazy, like my fellow countryman Lambo. But no, Zanster's not interested in being aggressive at all. He's got a handful of Lings, but otherwise he's just droning his face off. Getting speed, getting Overlord, 7 drones at a time in production now for the Zerg player. Meanwhile, ShoWTimE is just making Phoenix, man. Phoenix all the time. Phoenix, double it up, trying to do some stuff, but this is enough Lings, especially with 2 queens, to shut this down. There's the transfer out. I was going to say, that was very close to being stuck in there and dying, ShoWTimE, but nice control there for sure. Overlord scouts in, sees the Stargate, obviously, does get picked off by a Phoenix, unfortunately. But the Oracle is on the way. Oracle's name is going to be Shrek. Somebody once told me that a green ogre wanted no one to come to his swamp. Much to Shrek's annoyance, a donkey and a bunch of fairy tale creatures invaded his land, forcing Shrek to go out and demand the creatures be sent away. It turns out the magical creatures were being hunted down by invading Terran Dominion. Shrek was captured and squeezed into a Reaper suit. That cannot be comfortable, Shrek. Really can't. I cannot believe how long that movie has endured. I've seen it. I wasn't a huge fan of Shrek, honestly. But it's endured as a meme more than anything else for so long. And really, I think All Star by Smash Mouth, just the memification of that song has really helped Shrek stay alive too. Anyway, so the Oracle's going to meet up here with the Phoenix. Phoenix can lift this queen and start going to town on ye old drones. In just a second here, I am predicting the future. You know what? Never mind. The Oracle just comes in, gets a couple drone kills, gets out, taking some serious shots from the queen and the spore crawler, and the Phoenix doesn't help at all. Come on, Phoenix. Help out that Oracle. What is wrong with you? Bunch of Adepts here. This number of Adepts almost feels like we're going to see Resonating Glaives, but no. Is this just Phoenix Adept? What the heck, ShoWTimE? Phoenix Adept opening here. This feels like early Legacy of the Void versus Terran stuff. Phoenix Adept was like the build against Terran back in the day when Adepts two-shot Marines. It was just absolutely destructive. Ling's going for the surround. Can't quite get there, though. And the Adepts do two-shot these Lings, so one of the Adepts is dead. But the other one does manage to escape here. Lings are out of the map all over the place. And Lings are a good answer to this, honestly. Enough Zerglings can surround Adepts and kill them quite efficiently. Oracle is a problem with that, and the Phoenix can't really bother lifting and killing each individual Zergling. It's a waste of energy for them. It's just not cost efficient at all. ShoWTimE going for a third base behind this, saying, you know what, I don't know if my Zerg player is planning on trying to kill me anytime soon, and by golly, he's not. He's making so many drones. He's up 66 to 47 workers right now, guys. Phoenix count kind of high, though. Out of ShoWTimE, there is only one Spore and one Queen here. This is goodbye time for a bunch of these drones. You droned a little bit too hard, possibly. A little bit too greedily there. Ended up losing 5 of your drones. It's only a 63 to 49 lead now. And that's what I'm talking about. This can really be a problem. Ooh, Nydus. Just getting tossed up now by Zanster. That is a good way to move across the map without losing all of your stuff when Phoenix have map control like this. Is going for that Nydus Canal. Instant transportation across the map here. More drones going down. Overlord's getting shot at here too. Phoenix not staying in one place anytime too long. Recognizing the threat that is. Holy smokes, it's a double robotics facility follow-up from ShoWTimE. Is he double pumping Immortals here? I think he is. Did he? No, hang on. Did that Nydus get scouted? No, the Nydus did not get scouted, but finding an area to throw down a Nydus is hard with the Phoenix out. That said, this Overlord is sneaking down this back way. Nydus getting tossed up at the front and at the back of the natural base here. Found that Overseer, and this is not going to happen. This Nydus worm is absolutely toast. Stalkers, sentries, everything trying to kill it before it actually erupts. Dead as soon as it pops up. This one does come up here because there are no Protoss units close by. Look at the march of the Queens and the Roaches here to this third base. ShoWTimE evacuates it. I don't know if he evacuated it previously or if it just wasn't anything saturated in the first place, but I think ShoWTimE's going to lose this third. The Phoenix are going to try to find revenge here, and good golly, they sure are going to find it. There is a Spore Crawler at Zanster's third base. That is so many dead drones. A lot of dead drones, yes, but losing a base is extremely damaging to ShoWTimE. He doesn't like that one bit. 2 Nydus worms coming up in ShoWTimE's main. What is going on right now? Entire army shows up. Can you kill both of them before they erupt here is the question. I don't know if you can. Nice force fields, though, and only a handful of Roaches come out. The Immortals are going to handle that easily. I don't think anything's going to die here. Surprise Queens! Surprise Queens popping out. Doing a little bit better. Lings on top of those Immortals are really, really good stuff. Dude, that Immortal's going to die to Queens. I've not seen that very often, I can tell you that much. Queens transfusing each other. What is Zanster doing? Meanwhile, front door has some Roaches at it. Roaches inside this mineral line with Oracles and Immortals forced to defend against it here too. Queens continuing to stab on in. Lifting and killing a bunch of these Queens are the Phoenix. I don't know if this is enough to kill ShoWTimE at all, honestly, here. I mean, the Queens are marching in. They are spreading creep a little bit here, but not as much creep spreading as I would like to see. Meanwhile, all the Queens get lifted and murdered by a combination of... Are there any Stalkers on the ground here? Nope, just the Phoenix, I guess. More Lings and Roaches coming on in. This is actually not bad. Out of Zanster, I'm kind of in love with this attack right now. The Forge might get focused down. Nope, it changes his target over some of these probes, but then a million Immortals show up. And the Roacher's like, yeah, that's our cue, we're out of here, and both Nydus worms are going to go down. So ShoWTimE is stuck on 2 bases. Zanster got a 4th base down during all of that confusion. It's 54 to 49 workers. I think Zanster just has the more income potential for sure here. Army supply is 58 to 58 right now, but that's Immortals versus Roaches, and we know how that goes. We've seen how that goes, haven't we? Fairly recently between ShoWTimE and I am forgetting who that series was between. Well, Lambo, rather. Lambo and Petit Drogo is who that was. All right, so the Phoenix are still around, and as a result, these drones at the 4th base immediately turn themselves into spores before anything else. 3rd base still only has the 1 spore. You're driving me crazy with your lack of static defense, Zanster. How many drones could have been saved if you had just made another spore? 1 more spore would have been massively important here. Kept a bunch of your drones from dying. You've ended up losing 24. You didn't have to lose 24. Is there still creep over here? By golly, there is. Where's your detection, ShoWTimE? You have any observers? Yes. Where is it? My question. So you're inside the main base. I guess killing these tumors, totally fine. Phoenix cruising on over to the 4th base. There are 2 spores here, you'll notice. And look at these Immortals staying home. I kind of feel like a push from ShoWTimE would not be too bad here. Ooh, nice Hydra transition from Zanster. That's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous transition. Hydras do so well against Mass Immortal, as long as they have the numbers for it, right? Cost-wise, Hydras will deal with Immortals fantastically, but if you only have like 1 Hydra for every 1 Immortal, see how that cost doesn't really work out? Also, the Phoenix you're here to lift and kill too. Okay, so Ling, Roach, Hydra. I'm liking the setup here from Zanster. You can get a surround on those Immortals especially, and then take them down with Hydras. That's going to be much better. But it cannot allow the Hydras to get lifted and killed by these Phoenix, who have seriously been putting in work, by the way. 3 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills, 2 kills on that one that's almost dead. Hallucinated Phoenix takes some shot there. What are the force fields? 2 queens picked off with powerful force field setup there from ShoWTimE. This is so many Immortals. I cannot even comprehend how many Immortals this is. 2, 4, 6, 8, 14? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 Immortals in this group. That is so many Immortals. No roaches at all for you, Zanster. Roaches are going to die instantly to the immortal gods that are Immortals. ShoWTimE took a 3rd base while all that chaos was happening. He's got High Templar hanging out defending. Storm is almost done, as we can see on the right side. Thank you for the Game Heart interface plugin. So very important. Alright, so Phoenix are staying alive here. Warp Prism. This is a charge lot Warp Prism. Warping if I ever saw one. Charge is done. ShoWTimE has a bunch of money for stuff anyway. Zanster is away from home. And as a result, this Warp Prism could get some stuff done. I just wonder if ShoWTimE is too worried. He needs to warp and stuff at home, possibly, is what he needs to do. This Hydra count, too. They almost have their speed upgrade. They've got the range upgrade. I think that was the first one. Yep. Range upgrade. Muscular augments finishing up here, too. Oh, man, this timing from Zanster is really good. The sweetest Zerg making stuff happen. Immortals with, I mean, there's no splash damage here at all. Okay, I'll lie. There are 4 High Templar. And I was going to say those are Zealots, but they're not. Roach Hydra attacking on in to the natural base, while another group coming into the 3rd base stormed into a bit of oblivion situation here. Still attacking, but man, there are too many Immortals at the top of that ramp. Roach is getting into the mineral line here to the 3rd base. Looks like it's going to fall again. The Immortals are retreating, but our retreating Immortals can do a ton of work here. The Phoenix come on in to lift additional units. 11 probes go down, but every single unit in Zanster's army gets wiped out in the retreat. Even this last Hydra. Oh, that's disgusting right there. 22 Hydras, 46 Roaches have died. 3 Immortals have gone down, so not as immortal this game as we've seen in others, but 15,000 losses for Zanster and only 8,000 for ShoWTimE, doubling up the Zerg player right now. The thing is, it's still 73 to 50 workers. Zanster has a massive lead in economy. He's got a 4th base. He's working on a 5th base and working on a 6th base, where ShoWTimE really can barely even hang on to his 3rd right now. Zanster's not trading efficiently, but I don't know if it even entirely matters here. I really, really enjoy the double Nydus play. The extra double Nydus play is incredible. Ling's cruising on into the 3rd base at the same time. Phoenix, no, this is the Immortal army going for the base race. They're like, we can't possibly hold against this. This is disgusting. All of these Nyduses are really causing me problems here. Phoenix getting killed. I'm not sure what else they can do. They've been so important to the engagements of ShoWTimE in this entire battle here. The 5th base, look, it's going to go down to the Immortals. The 4th base is already down. The hatcheries are falling, but there are Hydras loose inside the main base, and these Hydras have range. These Hydras have +2 attack. They are glass cannons in the best sense of the word here. Take down the finish off the robotics facility. I don't know that it really matters. There's not too much in production here. The 3rd base of Zanster is going to go down. This game might get an epic tag, you guys. This is a really great ZVP. Drones in for the fight as well. I think we are fully base racing. And they say never base race a Protoss. Oh, these Lings getting hacked to pieces by these Zealots with the shield battery support. Queen trying to fight here. Look at these drones fighting with the Hydra doing the work right now. This is insane. The base race is on. Natural hatch goes down. Main base. There's hardly anything left here for ShoWTimE. The Hydras are having a great time with it. Third base goes down. It is truly a base race in every sense of the term right now. Nobody's coming home. Nobody is defending right now. Does anybody even have the ability to come home at this point? I'm not sure that there's even another end to these Nydus worms, a new Nydus network. Does one even exist? Yes, actually, it does. Where the... Oh, it's way back here in the natural base, left alone for some reason. Do you have a recall is the question. A recall in the natural would be pretty incredible. And I think we're going to see it here. Look at these drones fighting. Look at these Hydras not fighting, by the way. The final hatchery of Zanster is going to go down. Army supply is 90 to 40 right now in favor of ShoWTimE. You got to take down this natural base, like, now. I know there are scary High Templar in here. I know some of them have 2 storms available, which isn't terrifying. Wow, I cannot believe this match. Phoenix are going after Overlords just to make sure that Zanster is horribly supply blocked. If by chance he does have another base somewhere, he is throwing up 2 bases, and he does have a decent number of workers. Actually, it's 33 to 33 workers, but the difference is Zanster will have bases to actually mine from, and ShoWTimE does not. Okay, technically, yes, he does have 4 mineral patches he's mining from, but he's running out very rapidly on that mineral income. Zanster decides not to go down that ramp and die. He's going to spread creep up here, though, as much as he can, spreading creep towards ShoWTimE, trying to just shove him into a little corner here where he doesn't want to be. ShoWTimE's army is not really in position to really help much at all. I mean, killing extractors would be nice. You don't want to lose a base race because you forgot about an extractor or 2, so he is coming through. Single Hydra does go down with 0 kills to his name. And Zanster being really patient here. He's happily mining, is replacing his tack by replacing his spawning pool. He's got a Hydralisk den, though. I mean, he could make some Hydras, although he is supply blocked. So he's making additional Overlords at the same time. Income is definitely favoring Zanster, at least for the time being. But again, that army supply is massively terrifying in favor of ShoWTimE. These Immortals, 29 kills on that Immortal. 32, 18, 28, 36, 22, 21, and 14. Immortal, good unit. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys to make Immortals if you're Protoss, because holy crap. They are insanely good. Changelings getting picked off by some Stalkers here. I don't know if Zanster can engage with this army right now. I mean, Hydra's pretty good against this composition, but again, just, okay, free Stalker. That's good. That's really good, actually. Free Stalker is nice, but the Storm... I worry about you Hydralisks. Get out! Dodge! Decent dodges. Incredible dodges, actually. Drones trying to run. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The drones, do they manage to make it up to their other secret base? They do! But that's oversaturated, so it doesn't even matter. Nydus Storm's going down. Hydra's running for their lives right now. Zanster has expanded up here, too. Oh, he can send some drones up to there if he wanted to. What are these drones doing? Getting stormed? That's what? No, Zanster! Zanster, no! Ooh, free probe kills, though. What a sneaky Hydralisk runaround that was. More storm is available. Oh, the force field storm! And GG, ShoWTimE is your winner. An incredible 18-minute PVZ. Wow. That was insane. That was a great PVZ. Base race in it, but at the end, ShoWTimE just had all of the storm in the known universe. He had 10 High Templar and those incredible Immortals, 10 Immortals on the ground there too. 30,000 resources lost from Zanster, 18,000 from ShoWTimE. A lot of buildings went down, but when it came down to it in a direct confrontation, ShoWTimE just had the composition. Zanster had a handful of Hydras, and that was it. Storm trumps Hydras pretty much every time. So 55 Hydras down is a lot of Hydralisks. 47 Roaches, 2 Nydus Networks, and 8 Nydus Worms got killed. Also 7 hatcheries and a hive. That is so many dead buildings, but I guess that's what happens when you base race and lose, is you lose a lot of hatcheries. ShoWTimE lost a bunch of Zealots, 4 Immortals, which it's a decent number, but again, 10 remaining at the end of the game. 10 left over. An Oracle went down. Oracle's name was Shrek. Only 3 High Templar died with 10 left on the field. 3 Nexuses got killed, which is a huge number considering ShoWTimE never actually got onto 4 bases. That represents every Nexus he ever built. He did have to rebuild one, and that explains what's going on at the end of the game. But yeah, ShoWTimE didn't have any income at all. No income, but had the army to handle what Zanster had. And as a result, he wins. Amazing. Amazing display there. 5 warp gates down. 50 probes killed and 71 drones down. Again, I'd like to point out that Zanster lost so many drones that I don't feel like he needed to lose. All right. Good times had by all. Fantastic. That, of course, is going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch. All at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.